Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Valley of the Shadow of Death. And this is a new tragedy, crime, drama from directors Sen Lam and Antonio Tam. And this Hong Kong feature in Cantonese tells the story of Pastor Leung, who preaches God's forgiveness, finds himself in a dire situation when his church gives shelter to a young man who caused the death of his beloved daughter and raped her. And this is a harrowing story for sure, and has a lot of potential as it navigates this idea of Christianity's forgiveness, Catholicism's forgiveness versus, vengeance and grudges and, standing by the memory of your child. And this film has those challenging elements to it. And Anthony Chow Sang Wong is Pastor Paul Leung and really has to anchor much of this film. And Louisa So plays his wife. And these two go through a very tumultuous roller coaster ride of emotions as they have to process that this young man who's seeking forgiveness for what he has done, despite the fact that he did the most horrible of things to their child, their daughter. And this film is just about 84 minutes. It's a pretty lean film from a runtime perspective, and I think to its detriment, it's that lean. This film is also, interestingly, very methodical and meticulous in terms of its pacing. I think its cinematography from Shek Kyung Wong, who is the cinematographer on the film, everything is so very precise and well framed, and it's very engrossing and textured experience that just has this atmosphere. There's a weight to this. And you see in quieter moments as Pastor Leung and his wife process these things. I do feel like, though, a lot of the dialogue in this film is quite overly simplified and doesn't quite navigate these complex emotions and complex ideas in the most nuanced or intriguing of ways. It's very plainly just and bluntly plopped right there, and a lot of it feels overly simplified. This film still has these scenes that really stand out in an impactful way. And there, especially towards the very end of the film, where things really start clicking and things start happening, and you start to see the ramifications of these characters' actions, and you finally start feeling something really impactful. But I feel like it takes too long to get there and doesn't dig deep enough to get there sooner and explore these ideas in a more poignant and layered kind of way. For a film that's dealing with such a complex ideas and emotions, I feel like how this is presented is quite simplified and makes it less interesting. And it still has, like I said, its moments. It gets there eventually. But this is a meticulous, slow-burning time that I don't know if it makes the most use out of its lean runtime to begin with. But it does have some powerful moments, some strong performances. I think Wong and So at the center of it, this pastor and his wife, I think give very strong performances. I just feel like this film had bigger ideas and potential than the actual execution, but there is some sharp, crisp filmmaking involved and some strong performances that outweigh some of the lacking elements of this script that doesn't quite reach the heights that its potential ideas can. But those are my thoughts on Valley of the Shadow of Death. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland Reviewer.